Hey guys, it's Mackenzie and welcome back to the channel. So today I am back with another video and we are going to be doing a makeover using the new pack, Get Famous. So, no, it has actually taken me longer to get this pack than to film this video. Because, okay, first I had to, get the pack, which was a whole thing because I was going to stay up till 12 o'clock and then, get it, and then I was gonna film this and then edit and stuff the next day, but no, the world had other plans because my ears started really hurting and I kind of felt really bad. So then I went to bed and I woke up in the morning, and so I went to my grandma's house because and then when I got there, I was like, cool, we're gonna get famous, we're gonna do this. And then the credit card didn't work. So, of course it didn't. And so I had to figure that out. And then, I had to wait an hour for it to download. And on top of and so filming this video, it took so freaking long because I was at my grandma's house, and there was two toddlers at my grandma's house, my brother and my cousin, and together they make devil twins. They're not siblings, but they make devil twins, and it's really loud and annoying. So I had to babysit them also. I am going on vacation, and I have to leave at 9:30 today. It's 7:44. So I'm doing great. So I'm getting ready for vacation, and on top of that, I have tonsillitis. That's happening, but, I have, some hot water with honey and lemon here to help me. Anyway, so getting famous is all about hopes and dreams, and I thought I would tell you some of my dreams. Not my hopes and dreams, just, dreams that I have while I'm asleep. Specifically these things that I like to call continuation dreams. It's a whole thing. So continuation dreams are when I have a dream one time, and then I have another dream that is in the same universe, kind of takes place in the same thing. So the first one I want to talk about, it's kind of wholesome. A lot of these are nightmares. We're not going to talk about it. But it's called My Best Friend from the Internet. That's what I like to call this. So I don't know when, but I had this dream maybe fourth grade when, I really started getting into YouTube and seeing these things. And in this dream, I had a friend from the internet. I forgot what his name is. He was a little blonde kid. He was a boy, obviously. And he was in a wheelchair. And we were both YouTubers. We both played Minecraft. Of course we did. And we met up at my grandma's house, and we just hung out. So come a few months ago, and I have this dream, and it's years later, I have this dream where I am going to VidCon with my best friend from the internet who's in a wheelchair. And, he lives in LA, with all the cool YouTubers. And so to get there, he comes to where I live for some reason, to pick me up, to take me onto an airplane. But the airplane was a rocket ship, and for some odd reason, when we were on this rocket ship, this flight attendant was like, guys, it's gonna be way safer if you go out the top while we're still landing. And for some odd reason, we were like, okay. So we get up to this, the top of this rocket ship, and there's this slide, and this flight attendant slides down the slide. Well, actually, she doesn't slide down the slide, does she? No, what she does is she takes the wheelchair kid, and she pushes him down the slide. And then I'm like, that doesn't look safe, and she pushes me down the slide with my luggage. We landed on the ground, as it was landing. And she was like, yeah, and then a bunch of other people came coming out, the normal door, and we were like, why was that safer? Anyway, got to his house. I met, saw his, little sister and his mom and stuff, people I'm great friends with, not in real life. I don't know these people. They don't exist. I made up these people. I made up my fake YouTube friends. And we're like, cool. So then we end up going to VidCon, which is it's in the airport. But it wasn't really an airport, where the rocket ship landed. It was, an outdoor, courtyard in the sky. I don't really know. It was confusing, but it was VidCon, and we were filming, and we're like, hey guys, it's Mackenzie, and this is my bud. I forgot what his name was. He doesn't have a name. I never called him by his name. And so then I spot my friend Claire, who actually exists, in the distance. And I'm like, yo, Claire, I didn't know you would be here. And she's like, yeah, of course I'm here. I'm like a star YouTuber. I'm like, I know you are, but like, why wouldn't you tell me you're going to VidCon? And then I woke up. So that's my best friend from the internet. Now, I have this nightmare. I've had this nightmare every year for 3 years, but it's not the same nightmare. It's called a yearly school nightmare. Now, somewhere before the next year school starts, could be during the current year or in summer or like the day before, I have these nightmares. And I have a theory that they reflect what I'm so scared about. So the first one I had when I was starting a new school, so me and my friends, we were all going to the same school. And so basically me and my friend Natalie, we go to class. It's like 5 minutes before school starts, and we're across from a mall. This school's like Minecraft. It's like pink. It's weird, and we go there, and it's great. And we're like, and so our friends, Claire and Raina, go, oh, we're gonna go to the mall before school really quick, and we're like, really? There's 5 minutes before school starts, and they're like, yeah, and we're like, okay. And then me and Allie, we go into our classroom, and for some reason, her 5th grade teacher is our math teacher, which is weird, because we didn't get into the same math class, so, you know, but, you know, he was our math teacher, and we sit down, and everyone looks at us, and he goes, you're late, even though we were 5 minutes early. I'm really mad about it. So then we leave the classroom, because the bell rang, and she's like, okay, my next class is over here, and I'm like, cool. And so I meet up with my friend Raina, and she's like, dude, I can't find my English class. And I'm like, really? Oh, maybe it's near my history class. And I'm like looking at my schedule. I'm like, where is my history class? So the entire next of the stream is just me and Raina being lost in the school. Like, it was horrible. And for some reason, my PE teacher ran a pink stuffed animal shop that was in the middle of the school, and we went in and we were like, do you know where these classes are? And she was like, no, I run a stuffed animal shop, and there was a TV in there that every student was watching. It was confusing. And I woke up sweating, like pure sweat, like panting, like I couldn't find my way. Come the next year. Now, in that year, I had like really horrible teachers. Like, I just did not have fun. It was just a year of like stress for me. I got detention that year for being late twice in the span of 3 months. I'm still bitter about it. Can you tell? And so the dream, okay, there was parts of this dream that happened beforehand. Like, for some reason, it was like after the school year, and me and Raina and Natalie went to Disneyland. It was confusing. We're not going to talk about that part because it's a really long dream. But second part of this dream is I get my schedule, and I'm with my friend Claire. And you tell I have my friends in all these dreams because they're apparently the only people I know. And I'm like looking at the schedule, and I'm like, I can't read this, because all the letters were jumbled up, and some are like numbers, and I was like, what is this? So I'm like, Claire, can you read my schedule for me? And she goes, no, obviously you can read your schedule. And so, obviously, I was like, no, I can't. And she was like, yes, you can, Mackenzie, stop being stupid. I have great friends. This wouldn't happen in real life, by the way. So I could not read my schedule. So I go to school, and I'm wandering but I forgot my schedule at home. To make it worse, I forgot my schedule at home, so I couldn't even go to the office and be like, what the frick does this say? So I go up, and I'm like, so I literally just wander a bunch of classes. And, like, I remember, because the school was a mixture of my elementary school and my middle school. That's what the school looked like. And so I remember I went up to this classroom on a hill, and I opened the door, and I was like, hi, is this 8H3F6? And she's like, that is not a class. Get out of here. You're not in this class. And I'm like, I can't find my way. Once again, woke up from the dream, you know, sweating, and panting, because I couldn't find my way. Now, the most recent one. And it's because I didn't have lunch with all my friends. I had lunch with one friend. It was Raina. Um, and so anytime something would happen, and there would be inside jokes, I wouldn't know about them, like, at all, because I wasn't having lunch with my friends and stuff. So in this stream, it was weird. For some odd reason, the people in our year had 8th period lunch, except for there were too many people at our school, so some of us didn't get lunch at all, which doesn't make a lot of sense at all. And I was one of those people that had an 8th period class. I had 8th period science, with my 7th grade science teacher. It was in, like, a weird workshop. I don't really understand it at all. But yeah, I had 8th period science, and one day, I remember, because I, like, turned in my paper early, and she was like, oh, you can go have lunch with your friends. She was a really nice teacher, by the way. I love that teacher. My mom had her for 7th grade science, too, so, like, it's a legacy. That was dumb. Okay. And so I go up, and I'm, like, I'm looking around, and I'm like, I can't find any of my friends. I see a bunch of people eating, and I'm, like, wandering this school. Also, this school I've never seen before. Usually all my dreams that take place in school take place in my elementary school. Doesn't matter how old I am in the dream. It takes place in my elementary school. But this dream didn't. So obviously I was very lost. And I couldn't find my way, and, like, I was looking for my friends, because they all sat at a table together last year. And I was like, where are all my friends? I can't find them. So finally, I come across a table where it's Natalie and Claire, their brothers, who are older than them, so obviously they wouldn't be at lunch. Okay. And, like, who are older than them, with their friends. And I was like, hi, guys. And I was like, wait, what happened to the rest of the group? And they're like, oh, you don't know? We split up. And I was like, when did this happen? They were like, oh, you don't know? And I was like, no. It was a disaster. Once again, woke up sweating, panting. This happens. See, here's the thing. Most people have nightmares about being chased by monsters or being possessed by demons. I have nightmares about getting lost at school. That's what happens to me. What else do I... Oh, my strange boarding school. My strange addiction. My strange boarding school. So recently, in past months, I've had this dream. It takes place in a boarding school on this, like, it's a really beautiful hill. There's, like, a water, it's on the ocean, but it snows. Like, it's an island. It's really beautiful. And I made it up with my mind, like, all the buildings are wooden and have, like, huge glass windows. And in the first dream I had in this boarding school, it was me and my friend Alina. We're moving into new school territory, so finally it's not the same friends over and over again. Me and my friend Alina, we're both in choir. This is a true story. We're both in choir, and it was a new school year, and we were trying to recruit people for the choir, mostly men. So we were in our drama class, and did a singing contest. And we were looking for the best men who can sing. Boys. They're not men, but we said men for some reason. I don't know. It's weird. But, like, we looked for them, and we found a few. And we were like, guys, it'd be so great. And we had a few tryout. We had one tryout, and he's actually in our choir, so I think that's why my mind made him. My mind made him. I'm confused. But he's in our choir, and for some reason, so we got him to join. And then the two other guys were like, no, choir's for girls. and then I was like, shoot, we didn't. And then I fell off the cliff. But I caught myself, and I just crawled up. And that dream wasn't a nightmare. I was like, that was a pretty nice dream. That boarding school was, like, really nice. It was kind of wholesome, just recruiting people for the choir. Come, like, a few weeks later. And this time it's winter. And so I'm having this dream. We're all in dorm rooms. Me and my friends are all in dorm rooms, and, like, the boys that we're friends with live across from us. And we come up, and we're like, and so my friend Katie, she comes to me, and she's like, for some reason we couldn't stay in the boarding school. She was like, yo, Mackenzie, where are you staying tonight? Like, because you're not staying in the hotel with the rest of us. And I was like, no, my, Amy's grandmother, and Amy offered to take me in for the night. So we go to Amy's house, and I go there, and I knock on the door, and Amy's grandmother's like, hi, our house is your house, blah, 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 blah. And so I'm like, Thank you, Amy's grandmother. So then I find Amy, and she was under her bed naked. But I didn't see her naked, to clarify. I just was aware of the fact that she was naked. Like, I didn't see anything. And she told us that in her house, they always sleep naked. So I was like, sweet. And so I slept naked that night. And then I was having a dream, and I was like, thank God no one can see me naked. And then I realized they could. And so I woke up, and it was her grandmother, Amy, and Natalie. They were laughing at how weird I look naked. It was a disaster. Like, it was my actual, like, worst nightmare. Like, they were laughing. They were like, yeah, she looks so weird naked. No wonder she wears so much clothes. Like, her body looks so strange. I don't have body issues. I have other issues. I don't have body issues. I actually like the way I look. I think I look good. Kinda, sorta. So for that was really weird for them to be making fun of the way I look naked. But basically, did I tell 3 dreams? I had 5, but those were the ones I really wanted to tell you because I like them the most. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was, a long time to make, but I'm so glad I made it. Like and comment if you want to. You don't have to, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.